Alright, Justin told me that he was about his acrylic problems, and you know, he's been through all kinds of stuff the last 6 months trying to take care of this and bend this acrylic to make his projects, and nothing's worked for him. He's been so frustrated. So he showed me a quick video of this guy, you know, bending it and how well it worked. So I got to thinking, I said, you know, Justin, we can make ourselves a homemade rig. Well, that's what we've done. Now, you can see over here, it's a pretty easy setup. What we've done is we've got a baseboard right here, and then we have a fixed piece of plywood right here. Everything's cut square, and then we have a hinged piece of plywood right here. Between the two, we used a 1/2-inch aluminum channel. And the aluminum channel is right here. And you can see how we put that aluminum channel. We brought both pieces of plywood up tight against it and fixed both of them. One of them is fixed to the base and one of them hinges up to bend the acrylic with. For a heating element, we use just simple steel wire because we don't want it too hot. And you can see the steel wire coming here. And remember, when you use the screws that we see here, we detach the heating element to this screw, and then we have a flathead screw here. That way you can run that channels your heating element so it doesn't touch the aluminum in here, because if it does touch that, you're going to have a short circuit. So you have to be careful that your heating element that goes through here does not touch any of this metal right here. So we have that screw there. That, like I said, it's important it has to be a flathead, and we used a machine screw. It has a deeper head to keep the channel in there. And we ran it across over here to this side to another screw with the same thing. It's a flathead for a channel. Now you got to remember, when a heating element gets hot, okay, it contracts and expands. Therefore, you've got to have a spring attached to it. So when you put your heating element in there and you attach it to the spring like that, make sure that your spring is stretched out quite a bit before, when you hook it up. That way, when it heats up and expands, the spring will take up the slack and the heating element won't sag and touch any of your metal in there. Now, what we did was we ran a couple simple leads with alligator clips. Now, you can use a 12-volt low amperage battery. We got lucky. My grandson has a little John Deere Gator tractor, and we pulled the battery out of that. And as you can see, we got two leads going into there, to the positive and the negative. One's right over to the heating element wire. The other one I ran into a simple light switch. And come out the other side of the light switch and affix it to the other side of the heating element so you have a complete circuit. So therefore, all you have to do is flip the switch on, and you can see the heating element will start glowing red. And then when you're done, you flip the switch off. Now remember, when you're messing with electricity, please do not let it touch anything. You want your electric touching only the heating element wire, because then if you don't, you will short circuit and you possibly explode the battery. And that's our homemade jig for bending acrylic. And further on here, Justin will show you how to bend it.